is it? Hey guys, we're going to be making the cutest little fishing hut you have ever seen right over here. And we're going to be using mostly wooden materials to do so. I've got a couple of saplings and, some lovely little bits and pieces of food. And we also have bees, such as the bees over there. And we've got a little beehive over here too. So we're going to be making them a little home too while we're at it. For now though, we're going to just collect resources, gather our things, and yeah. So we're going to just dig down and start laying out the general foundation of where we're going to set up. And yes, I know I could technically also mow this area, and they do need to be directly next to water. But you know what? Sometimes you just need to make things a little inefficient so it looks nice. Yeah. I mean, that's just how I think of it. Careful, and we don't go too far and so you heard what I said about us being okay? Well, I think we're going to just take this boat here and wait out the night just by this lovely lake here. Oh, listen. Okay, we're back. And, yeah, my stuff's probably despawned and it's all, in the water. Oh, no, actually it's still there. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, so we gotta land it very carefully. And done. Now, if you've ever worked with jungle wood before, you know it's not the easiest wood to work with. Specifically, it's got a very off-pink, grainy color, which can be quite hard to work with. But if you put a couple of blocks next to some of the pink tree, I will show you this. You will see that they actually go quite well together. So we got this lovely bright pink, and if we put the, see, they kind of complement each other. And the same goes for the blocks when they're stripped. You see, the jungle wood has a very, very off pink to it that can complement it. It's not the best, it's not perfect by any means, but if you work very carefully with using just a tiny bit of jungle, you can make something really special. So I can make myself a lovely little bit. So, and there was a zombie there, wasn't it? Ah, okay. Don't you just hate it when you have messy neighbors? Actually, this might work to our benefit. Like, we were going to need to... Well, so the trick with building houses is you never want to make them completely square. You want to have them sort of have a little bit of a shape to them, you know? And this has actually done that. Like, that's a pretty unique shape and brings us close to here. Okay. So I would say at that point we're ready to start with the... Well, we gotta fill this. So we only want it one deep. You can see what I mean about the jungle wood going well with the pink when I put this acacia right next to it. See how it's a very, very striking color compared to the pink? Whereas the jungle sort of goes well together. You can especially see it with this wood as well. So this wood kind of goes with this wood because they also have a slight pink, but it doesn't really go as well with this wood because there's a very striking contrast here. So you might be wondering, well, what are we going to be building here? The simple answer is we're going to be making a floor out of the logs specifically. And we're going to be using this log and this log. Alright, so you might notice I've laid out these acacia logs here. And you're probably wondering, well, they clearly don't go with the other woods you mentioned very well. But oak is different. Oak is a very neutral color that is also of high contrast like the acacia. That is why it goes pretty well together. So we are going to be making this little bridge here out of oak and acacia. And the floor here will be out of cherry and dark oak. Like so. Oh, thank you. Perfect timing. And there we go. You see, it adds like a little bit of character and helps, you know, balance out the very bright pink. And there we go. We got ourselves a lovely floor. And if I go back over here to this wood board I made, you can see we've used these three woods as our floor. So we want to pick something with a low contrast, but something that will help balance the floor out. And we can go stone, or we can use actual acacia bark, or we can use, you know, hooked stone. It's going to take me a moment to make that. So I personally think it would be good to introduce some stone into the build. So we're going to go and just, you know, collect a little bit of stone. And we'll also make another chest because, you know, we're getting a little full of things. Alright, now this is a really nice find. Copper is a very nice decorative block. We'll need to age it a bit first, and, well, there we go, some iron. You know what we can make with this 2 iron? Shears. And you know what we can do with shears? That's right, we can get some leaves, which will be very useful because we can use them to make little trees. So I'll show you how it works. So you get a sapling like this, and you surround it by trapdoors, and then you put a single leaf on it, and, you know, actually, it might not be a sapling, it's, yeah, the dead sapling, you know, the one you find in deserts. So, I'm just going to, there we go, and now we got some lovely bricks. So, you might be wondering, well, how are you going to do the walls? We can't do them square. And I got good news for you. We're not. We're going to make them round. Now, we don't have enough time to properly do this, so you'll just have to bear with me. So, we got this lovely corner here, and we want to keep that. So we're going to go here, then here, 2, 2, 2, then that, then we go 2 again, actually no, that's a 1, then this one is a 2, then a 2, and then a 2, and, well no, that doesn't quite look right, does it? It's because of this here. We want to move this little bit. So we want to have it that, and then we'll let it go out one more. And then, that way we've got this natural little curve to it. And for the rest of them, we can just place them normal. That's it. And for the little bits where we're going to have our entrance into the dock, and we're going to have like a little part that goes around the water over to here. But we're going to have some little bits of pillars. These are where we're going to be putting something very special. You might have noticed I made some charcoal here. Well, that was to make torches. These are going to be little lights which will go around the little walkway. The door will be here, and then you just walk out. And they won't be right there. Those are just an example of what they're for. Because I'm afraid we're all out of time for this one. Next time we will start on the walls, and then we shall smelt a little bit of glass, and yeah, you can really see how it all comes together, especially at night. Yeah, we've done some pretty good progress. We've been very busy bees, and we've done a fair start on everything we want to do. Oh, I fell into the bed. We've still got quite a ways to go, of course, but this colour goes very well with the jungle wood, and we're not going to be using stone for the entire thing. It's just a little foundation to break up the floor from the roof. And what we will be putting instead is more wood. Specifically, we're going to be using some of these darker woods. And we might use the blocks, or we might use the planks. I'm unsure just yet. I'll have to, play with it a little bit. But, you see that? See how they sort of go together very well? That's probably what we'll do, and we might use a little bit of the acacia logs stripped for a different spin. But we could also use them unstripped to act as... Well, let me just show you really quick. So we got this acacia log here, and you see it goes pretty well with that, and leads into the wood, like so. I mean, it's something to do that we could do to also make it grey, but I'm happy with the progress we've made. We've got a little bit of copper that's aging up, and we're going to need a ton more resources, of course. But, yeah, Thanks for coming and see you next time. Bye.